Hey everyone, I'm Julian and I'd just like to welcome you to the video and I hope you enjoy. We're going to kick things off with one of my favorite sections from the We Are MCBS news, and that's Miss Jessica Reeder, who is connected to all of the esports centric events, and she does all the copy decks and things like that for them to make sure that everything else is done correctly, and I just find that very inspirational and helps with a lot moving forward. I was also very surprised to find out that Stephanie Nazari, one of the people who worked on the Monarch Initiative, actually went and made her own escape room. And this isn't something you see very often going on in other things, and I just like that she was able to branch out, and it really helps us to realize that there are different paths we can choose from, and it makes things that much easier to want to come into this type of field. As far as the MCBS survival guide goes, my favorite part here is where they tell us just to get out of the house and go do something great. Don't have money for Disney. Here's some other things that you can do. Like they suggest going to the Blue Springs State Park or Aloma Cinema and Grill or Barnes & Noble, which of course I can go to Barnes & Noble at my nearest mall, or go see a movie at my near Cinemaplex since I don't live in Florida myself, and then just get out and go do something fun and get some inspiration. Also, in We Are MCBS, there are a bunch of resources for us to look through and sort out, and I'd just like to pick out my favorite two for y'all today, and that one happened to be Adobe Spark or Express, whichever one you prefer to go by. It went through some name changes, it's a little confusing, but my second one is actually the Noun Project, and it just gives you full access to a lot of different icons and pictures that you would need while working in the media communications field. All of these are fun and great, but here are some of my top picks when it comes to resources. Now, I've seen it floating around for a while, but Epidemic Sound here is one of the best that I can find when you want anything to do with music or sounds. It's kind of like SoundCloud, but you need to credit the author of the song, of course, and you're only limited to 3 free sound or music downloads before having to pay a monthly fee to be able to access any more to download. My next favorite would have to be Pixlr, because it's basically Photoshop, but on your browser, and it's completely free. They do have some templates, like you can just do YouTube thumbnails or Facebook story, but these are just some of the smaller things, as well as like choosing between the things that you can choose. Now, my third one is something that is just exactly like Pixlr or Photoshop. You can just come in here, create what you need to create, of course limited to some things that you would need to buy premium for. That is what's a little worse about PixArt than it comes to comparing with Pixlr or Photoshop. But that's completely okay because it still gets the job done just the same. For my story that I chose for Full Sail 1 was the first one that caught my eye, which it was recent, and I saw Boba Fett, of course. But I was surprised to find that the contest wasn't for anything Star Wars related at all, but it was to find the best ways to fall asleep. This sparked my interest in it, and I even made my own entry, so fingers crossed I win. I can't wait to see the results. Now, the event that I plan on attending myself is the one currently right here, which is the Visual Arts Open Door. And mainly this is because it's available between 11 and 12:30 on Wednesdays, and I picked the career topic, which sounds absolutely amazing to me, and it seems like something that I would benefit from more than any of these other events that may be going on. Plus, it's career development, which I can't say no to. Now we are just going to briefly go through the different departments that are here at the school, which is academic advising, which helps with scheduling concerns, academic coaching, graduation requirements, and re-enrollment, of course. We also have professional development, which manages the GPS program, GPS credits, peer motivation, workshops, and opportunities for other students, which basically just helps everybody out in the long run and just make sure that you have everything correctly the way it's supposed to be. This is a Student Success Services department, and they manage disability support, accommodations, student success seminars, and test outs, which is really helpful for anyone who might be in need for those types of things. Our second to last department is career development, which helps and is comprised of grad services, industry outreach, and alumni relations, and their main focus is to assist the students, graduates, and employers every day, all day, 24/7. I'm just going to go ahead and bundle in our Copilot Tutoring Center and the Copilot Writing Center because they're basically within the same category of themselves, in which they just provide tutoring and help to our students and just make sure that they have all the things that they need to succeed.